Hello everyone. We've got two problems to work and the instructions are simplify the algebraic expression. And both of these are going to use the distributive property to get rid of the parentheses. And because we use the distributive property when you have something on the outside, a single term, times inside parentheses the addition or subtraction of two or more terms. And both of these fit that description. So we're going to use the distributive property here. So if we do that in the first case, we're going to take this negative 4 times a positive 3x and a negative 4 times 2. So negative 4 times 3 is, well, let me write it out for now. Negative 4 times 3x, and then plus, because I'm just using this form of the distributive property right here. The plus that was inside the parentheses, I'm just carrying it down. And then I take the negative 4 times the positive 2. All right, so that's just using exactly as it's written here, but I can simplify by writing negative 12x plus, and 4 times 2, or negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Now that's gotten rid of the parentheses for us, but it still could be simplified further because we have plus a negative 8. And instead of using these two symbols plus a negative, we could simplify it by doing this. Negative 12x minus 8. Right? So replace plus a negative with just minus because it's just more efficient. It's using fewer symbols. So this is the simplified answer. And then for this one, we'll do the same thing. Negative 5, I'm going to multiply it all the way through the parentheses. And if I use this form of the distributive property, then it's going to look like this. Negative 5 times 7x, and then bring down the subtraction. This is subtracting 3, subtracting a positive 3. So now I'm going to take negative 5 times 3. So negative 35x, when I multiply these two together, subtract negative 5 times a positive 3 is a negative 15. Well, we don't want to leave that double negative. So instead of saying negative 35x minus a negative 15, we want to write this as negative 35x plus 15. And that's the simplified version. Now, there is a shortcut that some of you probably know about, and that is to think of it as this way. Now, technically, this is not a negative 3. This is subtraction of a positive 3. But if we think about it as being a negative 3, we can go from here directly to here as follows. We could think of it this way. Negative 5 times a positive 7x is a negative 35x. And a negative 5 times a negative 3, negative times negative, gives us a positive. And so we can get the plus just like that, 15. Same thing with this one. We could have done it the same way, going directly to the finished product. Negative 4 times a positive 3x is a negative 12x. Negative 4 times a positive 2 is a negative 8. All right? It's probably worth doing one more, maybe even another one after this. This is going to be negative 4 times what's in the parentheses. So if I take this negative 4 times a negative 3x, I'm going to get negative times negative is a positive 12x, right? 4 times 3 is 12, but they're both negative, so it's negative times negative is positive. And then this is negative 4 times a positive 3. Well, a negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 3 is 12. And just for grins, if we have one more here, negative 3, and let's say we have negative 7x minus 8. So if we take the negative 3 times a negative 7, negative times negative is a positive 21x. And then negative 3 times negative 8. I know, it's really a positive 8. It's subtracting 8, but we're going to think of it as a negative 8. Negative 3 times a negative 8 is a positive 24, because negative times negative is positive. So we get straight to the simplified answer that way.